Hanji, welcome to the Desi Boyz Podcast. And that's my phone just went off. But my name's Yash, and my mate Zane's here. Zane, you want to say hello to the viewers and that?
Hello, viewers. Hope you're all doing good in these funny times.
I know.
We are here to make you laugh.
Well, it's a podcast. We can make anyone laugh on that. I'm sure we can.
As long as you don't start making them cry, that's the main thing.
So basically, guys, the reason for this podcast is just to just talk about life, in general. I mean, everyone's so bored and we're so bored. So we thought, you know what, might as well just make a podcast. And we are new to YouTube. We are new to, all these podcast games. So we thought, you know what, might as well take it a try, maybe we might help someone out there and change someone's life. You never know. Never know, people enjoy that.
Never know. You never know. We've had so many people come into our lives and change our lives. So hopefully we can be some sort of influence in these odd times. But it's just something to do in it, yes. Something to just get the evenings by.
It is, man. Honestly, I feel like it's hard, like when you just sat at home by yourself and you just sat there all day and you just don't know what to do. And, you talk to your mates and you feel a bit better, innit?
We do, yeah. And especially our little group that we have, a lot of diversity and stuff, and we always have a good time. We always enjoy each other's company. And we did so when we were at university together, which were very good days. And believe it or not, guys, I don't know if you can notice, but it seems like me and Yash have known each other for a very, very long time. But we haven't. It's only been about 2 years.
Yeah. You know what? I don't know. It feels like it's been less. But you know what? I feel like it's been more in terms of when we've
Thank
been
you for backing up my statement. Thank you for backing up my statement.
No, but you know what I'm trying to say? It's gone so quick, you know what I mean? But
yeah.
I don't know. When did we actually? I met you in the last year of my uni, didn't I?
Yeah, we were both in final year. We were both in the last year, and we met on the top floor when I think I was sat with Sunny.
Yeah, so
shout out to one of our friends.
Yeah, so we've got a mate called Sunny, and every time I'm with Sunny, I'll always meet someone else with either if it's a girl or a boy. There'll all be someone that I'll meet in that.
Yeah,
but
she's pretty popular.
She's actually popular, She talks, and I'm a very talkative person as well at the same time. So I make friends quick as well sometimes. But Zane, tell him how we met, man. Tell him the story, bro.
Well, from what I can remember, and you might be able to correct me on some bits because you know me, my memory, I forget the last thing I did. I forget what I ate about an hour ago. What I remember is we were sat upstairs near the computers, and I think I was sat with Sunny. We were just talking about stuff, and you came. I think you were texting her or you were on call or something, and you came over, and we just started talking about music and stuff, and just general things. Yeah. And at that period in time, I think you were going through a few iffy moments. And then and we spoke a couple of days later, and we just sort of proper got on. It was really good.
Yeah, I mean, I remember that day. It was such a weird day because I just woke up, thought I'm going to uni, just gonna go do some work. I didn't know I was gonna meet a new guy mate, and just make best friends. You know what I mean? And now we're here today. We probably talk every week. Not even once, probably a lot of times in the day. But yeah, it's just because we're both into music and stuff. So I play the tabla and stuff like that, and Zain, can sing.
Yeah.
So maybe you can involve some of your singing in this podcast.
No, for that you're gonna have to go to the SARS.co.uk channel. And there's a few videos flying about. But yeah, that's one thing I think our common ground as to why we started to get to know, become friends. Because also your music background, I got into music and started to learn a little bit, not professionally, I must add, before anyone starts thinking that I'm a professional. I think that was one of the things, because in our environment, especially in uni, I don't think there was anyone else who was into music.
Yeah, to be honest, I've never met anyone in uni that was actually really interested in music or even played any instrument, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't think so.
The only person I ever met was an African guy that was played drums or something like that. But drums was really different for me because I played tabla and stuff, but
Yeah.
drums is totally different, isn't it? It's like more with sticks and stuff like that. But
Yeah, it's a stick instrument.
mine was like more like I didn't have anyone, you know, on the same kind of like, or, you know, does the same kind of thing. Like my sisters sing and stuff like that, but they do like
Yeah.
religious singing, not like just normal singing, like, you know, like Punjabi
Yeah.
music, none of that. But yeah, Zayn sings, man. Zayn's actually got a really good voice. Are you gonna give it like
Don't
a
drop
little
me
note
in
on
it.
that?
No, Jets. You know what? I genuinely, I would, but this is not an excuse. But it isn't. It's a medical thing. I've not been feeling too well for the last few days. He actually knows this as well. I've been a bit bunged up with my chest, and I've also got a bit of nerve damage in my hand. So it's been a bit of an odd few days. But hopefully one day maybe we'll do a little jam session for you guys, and hopefully you'll enjoy it.
Hopefully we
But
can.
yeah, going back to
If people want that, you know, if
if
people want to
people
see
want
us
that.
play and that, you know, if they want us, like, we can even collab when all this corona's over, we can like either do like a collab, you know, just get like a proper camera and just
Well, we've been thinking about that, haven't we? We've got the studio and everything. We've got a little studio where we can do that. You know, we've got all the instruments, all the technical equipment, sound, recording stuff, software. So that's something that we have been planning. And hopefully, once things go back to normal and we've got the time, we'll be able to definitely do something. But yeah, back to what you were saying, yes, like nobody really does in our sort of society. They're not really too interested in our music the way we are, as in look, proper playing it, going into detail, learning about it.
Yeah, like to be honest, I'm not really seeing anyone. Like obviously, I go to the Gurdwara, so I used to just like beat people, you know, that do it there, and I learned from there, obviously. But
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it really. Out of the temple and stuff, I never used to see anyone else play.
Mm.
Like if I went to a event in Birmingham or something, I would obviously meet, you know, some people there, but they would be like a lot older than me, or even like probably just like out of the blue moon, I probably see like someone the same age as me playing. But that's it really. I
But
mean,
say,
not many people, I know.
but saying that for for our age, the way you play tabla it's brilliant. You're
Now,
really, really, really good at it.
to
But
be
you've been
honest,
doing it for a
I
long,
don't think
long time.
I don't think that. I don't think that, to be honest. I don't think I'm actually really good at all. I was saying to my sisters that I was saying I don't feel like I'm good at all. You know.
You know what it is? I think it's not a confidence thing. I think you're more into like the reason I think you don't think you're good is because you're still wanting to learn, you still want to prove yourself, you still wanting to pick more things up, you still have time. You've been doing it for a long time, but you still have more time to improve. And that's the main thing, because one of my teachers always used to say, the day you think you're good at something, or the day you think you're like, yeah, I'm okay, I'm ready, I can do it now, that's the day you'll flop. Like you'll flop straight away, because that bug, that interest of wanting to know more, wanting to learn more, wanting to practice more, that'll finish, because you'll think, yeah, okay, I can do it now.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I mean, because if you think you're already so good, then you just don't practice anymore, really, do you?
You won't really, because you'll be thinking, oh, you know what, I can do this now, so what's the point?
Yeah. Then
And
you
with
just leave it there,
music,
don't you?
despite what anyone says,
Yeah.
you have to practice it again and again. There's repetition in it, because if you don't, you won't be able to do it anymore.
Well, you know what, Dave? I want to ask you this question. You know, like, I'm not a singer or anything, but like, how does it feel, you know, singing and stuff? You know, when you're in front of lots of people, and like, do you ever feel like under pressure sometimes, or are you okay? Like, what you like? What's your story?
Well, to be honest, I can only talk from my own experience. And I've done a few shows. You know, I've done a couple of shows. I've been around a little bit. Before I sit on stage, I always do a little prayer. And I always ask God, yeah, Allah, please make it beneficial for me. Please make it easy for me, and I hope that audience enjoys it. When I'm getting into the first sort of kalam or the first song that I'm doing, I am a bit nervous.
Yeah.
I do feel a bit nervous when you get like sweaty palms and you think, ooh, what if something goes wrong here? What if I press the wrong key, or what if I hit the wrong note or something? But once the first song is done, then I close my eyes and I just get into it, and I forget that anyone sat there.
Yeah.
And then if I start hearing anyone making noise or dancing or, giving me praise, then I'll sort of look around and be like, oh, okay, yeah, it's going well, it's going good.
Yeah, that's true.
But as I always say with live performance, even if you're a singer, no matter who you are, it's a team effort. If you've got a really good team with you, you bought the like top of the range musicians, really good double players, or dulak players, or whatever. They'll make your job so much easier. You don't have to concentrate. You have to concentrate on singing and what the audience wants. You have to read them, right? They want to dance, so you give them the dance. You give them the dance hits, or they want to think. They want to be philosophical, or they want to be spiritual. You give them that give them that thing. They enjoy classical music. You try and with what your limited ability might be, you can give them that.
Yeah.
But usually after the first song, like I just close my eyes and just go for it. Like, what's the worst that can happen? At the end of it, they're gonna say, "Oh, sorry, mate, we didn't like you."
Yeah.
That's the worst that can happen. They pull you off stage or something.
Yeah, that's
you know what I mean.
That's true.
But these are learning experiences. Then like, okay, next time I won't do that.
I think it's with everything. To be honest with you, if you compare it to like normal, life, even like with stuff like just normal general things, you're always learning things in it, and it's always like at the start it's always so hard, man, because I remember when I started on stage I was so like nervous, man. I just sat there like, people are looking at me, I'm always gonna like mess up, because when you do get nervous, you're gonna mess up, when someone's singing. And like you said, like when you have a good tabla player, they make it a lot easier for you.
They make it a lot easier for you.
Yeah, like, but the thing is, in my experience, is like, if the Baja person is not like, it's really hard for the tabla person, because you're like, and you know what, we're not even told, because like, I'm sure there's not only going to be Asian people watching this podcast, but we're not even said what tabla or a Baja is. So like, do you want to tell them what it is?
Right. Let's give him a bit of an insight. So a Baja, what he's saying is a harmonium. It's basically a smaller version of a pump organ, and it's used in South Asian music, similar to what a keyboard would be in normal Western music. Tabla is a percussion instrument played with your hands. You can correct me if I'm wrong, Yash, but it's daya baya in it, so right and left. So you have two pieces of it.
Yeah.
The left is the bass and the right is the treble.
Yeah.
And that's used for the beat and the tempo. The harmonium is used to give you the note, to so you can hear the note that you're singing, so it sort of helps the singer. And you can play melodies and things on that. So they're two of the very basic instruments used in our music.
Yeah, it's nice though, when you meet someone that's really, really can sing, man. I love it, when someone can sing, mate, because I know, like, you get that kind of feeling inside, don't you? Like, oh yeah, this is gonna be really good now. But when you meet someone that's like in Punjabi they call it besura, you know what I mean?
Besura.
Yeah, it's like
out of tune, yeah.
Like, you don't want to be rude on the person saying, oh, that you can't sing or anything, but you gotta work with what you can, you know what I mean?
Yeah. To be fair with you, I think music in general in this day and age, I think it's become a lot easier with all the software and things. So even Besura singers that I've seen a lot, they're massive. I'm not going to mention any names, but they're huge. And you think, you listen to them live, or how the heck did you become a singer? Like, who taught you, or where have you come from?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, you don't understand. And then the proper singers who put effort in, who practice, who try and get everything, perfect, they're sat at home doing nothing, as you can tell.
It's all right, like, if you meet someone the first time and they're not okay, because maybe that could be the first time, it could be the first time.
They could be practicing.
But when you see them again and again and again, and they're at the same place, you think, well, come on, man, are you doing anything?
Yeah. You do. You think, come on, man, just, if you want to be in it, even if it's a hobby, you try and do it to the best of your ability.
Yeah.
And for that, you practice, you got to learn, you got to do repetitions, you've got to do so much, because music, in any Western music, Eastern music, Southeastern music, whatever, it's a very deep thing, music. Like, it is, there's so much to it.
Yeah.
So, there's so much out there that you can learn and you can experience.
There is, yeah.
And it's good, if someone comes to you and they're Besura and they can't sing, but they can't sing, they're just doing it because they enjoy it. That's one thing. Like, okay, fine. You don't expect them to go out and practice or do anything like that.
Yeah.
It's when it's when you see certain singers, and you've seen this more than I have, and they sit down and they're trying to sing, and they think they're the dog's bollocks. Like they're sat there telling stories and doing all this other bullshit, and then they open them gob, and you can see a big black hole going down their gob, and you think, what the hell are you doing? And then they sing and like what? Why are you
Why are
bigging
you
yourself
thinking?
up so much for? Yeah, you sound like you got someone stuck with your backside.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people like that.
That's when it gets you angry, and you think, come on, bro, what are you doing, man? Come on. Like, don't big yourself up, bro. Come on.
I know, that's true. But then again, I feel like that sometimes, I feel like I'm not really better than anyone else. I just be like, I think I'm still a starter, still a beginner,
But you got to think like that, though. It keeps you humble.
Yeah.
And it gives you that desire to learn more, because like I said before, the day you think you're ready, right, I can do this. Yeah, not just in music, in general, whatever you're doing, whether you want to be a pharmacist, a solicitor, this, that, whatever. When you think, yeah, okay, I know it all now, then you're done. Then there's no scope for you to improve. There's no scope for you to get better at something, get even better, even better.
That's true. To be honest, there's a lot of people like that I've seen that, they think they can sing really, really good. Like maybe they will be quite good actually, but they won't be the best, because not everybody's always perfect, when whatever they're doing. But the thing is, when you have that ego in you about, I'm a really, really good person and I'm better than anyone else. Then when you do make a mistake, then it just goes down the hill, isn't it? It's just embarrassing, isn't it?
It just goes down exactly. Yeah. And the one thing you'll have seen, these people like that, they'll big themselves up, then they might make a mistake. Everybody around them will know they've made a mistake somewhere, they've done something wrong. They won't. They'll just carry on.
Yeah, that's true.
Like like me and you, we still say we're beginners. Like, I've only been doing music for about 3 years or something. I don't know squat. Realistically, I don't know nothing. I've not even touched the surface of what our music is. I know the bare minimum, and even that I'll probably forget. Even that, like, you teach me something today, or I get taught something, I'll do it for a day or two, and then you ask me next week, I'll have forgotten. That's just the way I am.
Yeah, I mean,
but it's just one of those things.
It is one of those things, like, it is actually hard doing it, because like I remember when even with singing is really hard, because first of all your voice gets tired, because I used to try singing on the Vanya. So like I don't have a good voice. I feel like I don't have a good voice, but
I think you should be sure. You probably are right.
No. Yours is a lot more better than mine. But the thing is, like, it's hard, because like the other day, we do like a religious singing, which is called Kirtan in my community, in my religion, right? It's called Kirtan, right?
In Punjabi.
Yeah. We're doing that, and because I used to play when I was younger, so I said to my sister, let me play. You play tabla, because she knows a little bit, just a tiny bit. And so she started playing that, and I started playing the harmonium with my sister, and I was trying to sing, and my hand was getting tired, pressing the keys. And I was like, oh man, what is going on, man? Why is my hand wrist hurting for? Like, why is it? I'm not playing tabla or something. I'm just pressing keys. But it's mad how you think it's so easy to do that stuff, but it's not.
It's not. When if you're singing like that with the harmonium or baja with you, you've got to think about 4 different things.
Yeah.
First, you've got to think about your sound, what your sur, your tone, what you're trying to present.
Yeah.
Then you've got to think about the keys that you're pressing to make sure they match. Make sure that's matching me, I'm matching the instrument. Then you're pumping it as well at the same time, so there's 2 things going on there. Then you got to think about the beat as well.
Yeah.
Because there's a beat playing, and you want to make sure you stay in beat. So you've got all that going on, and you're looking at an audience, and you're trying to react off of them, because it's you're bouncing off of them. They're looking at them, oh, they've enjoyed this. I sang this song, they enjoyed that. I sang this, they didn't really give me much reaction with that, so they probably didn't like that one. That's not for this crowd. So you're doing all that while you're playing that, and you've got that going on in the background. So it can be difficult. But once you sort of loosen up in front of an audience, once you get comfortable, then you're flying. Then no matter what you're pressing or what's coming out, you're going for it because you're confident. Then you're relaxed.
True, yeah. It's true, yeah.
Like when you play tabla, once you're relaxed, I can imagine once you're relaxed, you don't care what the singer's doing. You do your thing, and it's going to smash it.
Yeah, that's true actually. Because when you do play, like I've been playing for quite a long time. To be honest, I don't remember what age I started at, but I remember I was young. But I don't even know how many years I've been playing for. But
about 15 years or something. You've been playing for a long, long time, man.
Yeah, it has been a long time, but I've made so many mistakes in my time in playing tabla and stuff like that, and it is hard. But when you play for a long time, you do get really comfortable then, like in audiences as well, because that I've been playing for so long. I know this and I know that, and I'll be all right. You know what I mean? But sometimes when you do go to like a larger audience, like a massive, like I've played in front of millions of people, right? Even in front of live TV as well. I've done that as well. And it is a bit nerve-wracking at the same time, because you're thinking,
it must be, man.
You're thinking, because you're thinking, if I make a mistake, people are going to find out. But you never know what other people are actually thinking, because sometimes people don't find out that you made a mistake. Because audience
they don't. Yeah, some of them don't know, some of them do know, but it's one of those things where you can't stop it from happening.
Yeah.
Like if a mistake happens, you can't stop it from happening, because you're not. It can happen. I did a show in Halifax.
Yeah.
It was a little like Mendy party sort of show, and I was the only singer there, so I took the team, the best team that I could get at that time. I got a hold of them, got a hold of a few musicians, went down, set up everything. It's in like a tent outside, and we were doing the show, and I think about 6 or 7 songs in, and normally I do a set of about 2.5 hours, and if it's going really well, I might do 3. I don't go beyond 3, because beyond 3 I'm dead. I can't move. Never mind open my mouth. I'm like, you're done. So around about the 6th or 7th song, I was cutting them short as well.
Yeah.
I could see that this audience getting vibing, they're getting into it. I was dead. I was finished. I couldn't even speak. My voice wasn't coming out properly. The sound was coming out odd. I could hear my own sound. I'm thinking, this isn't right. So I had to take a break for about 10 minutes, get myself prepared again, relax, and then go out and carry on. And then by the time I finished, I couldn't even talk. My voice was completely gone. Completely gone. Because like when you're doing it live, especially, you're not doing a PO, you're not voicing over, you're doing it live. It is very difficult.
It's hard. Especially,
it's very difficult.
Especially even if sometimes like even I don't want to keep dragging this topic on, because we've actually been talking for a long time now.
Yeah.
So same thing. We don't want to make a podcast just full of like tabla banja. It is hard, even if there's just a camera there, like just facing it. It's hard still, because you're like, people are watching through that. I've got to be good.
Yeah, it was like what we said before we put this on.
Yeah.
Both of us sat there thinking, bloody hell, it's warm in here. The heaters are off, and I'm sat here sweating. What the hell's going on here, man?
I know, like, there's no one even here. Like, there's no one in my room. There's no one in your room.
I know. I'm talking to you. You're talking to me. Yeah, you think? I know. We think to ourselves, bloody hell, there's gonna be a lot of people watching this, but it's just the way it is.
It couldn't even not be that many people watching it, but we still.
It might be four people, and we still be there. We sit out, you're thinking, that's a lot of people, man. Oh God, okay. Yeah. Oh man.
I know. Let's move on from the topic, man, because
let's move on.
We've been talking about this topic for so long now. I'm not sure we've been talking about it for 30 minutes now.
Right. I think what we need to do, Yash, is we need to speak about something that we ought to bring a little bit of awareness to.
Yeah, go on.
And that's a topic that's close to both of us. It's close to a lot of people right now, and that's the Kisan movement.
Yeah.
So off you go. What do you reckon? What's going on? What's the situation right now?
To be honest, the situation right now is there's in India they made 3 bills.
Or do you want to give a little background first?
Yeah, I'll give a background, of what's happened. So basically, the government have made like 3 bills, haven't they, about farmers, saying that, you know what, the bills have even gone up my head now what they are because it's been so long. But I'm sure it's about something where when farmers produce their produce and stuff like that, they can't sell it for what price they want to. Businesses guess what they want to. So even if it's like 1 rupee for like about 10 cabbages or something like that, they can have it. They have no say, which I think is really unfair. And it's just, I feel like it's something that's either probably indirectly planned out, saying that you just want to do it at farmers, on purpose. But people should support it. I mean, like I know the farmers protest, like seeing it on news and stuff. I don't know whether other people have seen it, but people who have seen it, it's mostly been like, some people are thinking it's mostly Sikh people doing it, but it's not a religious thing. It's mostly like a farmer. So it's like all types of farmers. It's all types of farmers in India. So like there's Hindus, there's Muslim farmers, there's Sikh farmers, there's so many people, even Buddhist farmers. There's so many people, so many farmers out there, and it's for everyone. But some people that are not supporting it, they should be, because it's not just for one community, it's for everyone. And Modi is not doing anything, to be honest with you. I mean, he's just like spoiling India's reputation right now. That's what
well, to be fair, he there's probably going to be, if any, I'm not sure, but if anybody does see this and is a supporter of them, the one thing I will say is that for the last few years that I've heard of Modi being in power, he's not done anything to help India's reputation.
Yeah.
India is one of the most, it's a subcontinent, it's massive, it's a beautifully diverse country with so many different groups, ethnic, religious groups, and rather than bringing them together, he's separated them all. He's segregated each and every one of them from each other. And that's something that in this day and age, like, why is it acceptable? Why is nobody at all taking action upon this? Nobody's looking into this thinking, why are they doing this to their own country? Or why is he doing this to these people? The Kisans, like you said, the Kisan movement, it's about the farmers. And within the farmers, they've got so many different communities. They've come together. They're trying to help. There's been a voice that's heard all over the world now. And yet the government of that country, the government of India, I should say, are not doing anything about it.
That's the thing. It's just like when I forgot his name now. When they did the Black Lives Matter thing.
Yeah.
George
Floyd.
George Floyd. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
That movement, that was very big. Everyone was posting about it. Black Lives Matter, and why can't they post about this as well? It's a big thing. It's not about just one religion or just one side community. It's about everybody. And
exactly.
People understand that.
And they say it's the biggest peaceful protest that there's ever been. That shows how much, how much significance this has to people. If it's the biggest one that's ever been, we've had protests in England, we've had protests in Canada and America. Here we have people coming together. You know what I mean? Here we have people coming together saying, no, this shouldn't be happening.
Yeah.
But it just shows right now that, I think it also shows that people in power in general, no matter what the world says, I don't really think they, I shouldn't swear, but I don't really think they give a shit.
Nobody can swear on this podcast. It's a raw one. It's a raw one.
Sorry then. It's raw, but still. Yeah, to be honest, I don't think they give a shit.
Yeah.
They say and do what the fuck they feel like. And it's up to the world. The world can come together, but the world leaders aren't coming together.
That's the thing. Like, they're leading for a reason, and they're not doing what their actual job is.
What the job is, yeah.
Like, I don't even think Boris Johnson knows what's going on.
Or does he know about anything though? Does he know anything that's going on at all? Blonde piece of shit. He doesn't know what the hell. You don't know. Fucking.
He's actually clueless though. It's even this Corona thing, man.
That's one topic that I don't even know.
You don't want to go test. It was so. I think everybody's talking about that topic.
We've got 1 hour for the first one ever. We've got 1 hour. I guarantee if we started talking about COVID, we'd be here for about 3 weeks. We will put snippets in, where we can, of memories and shit like that. But if we start talking about it properly, we're done. We're done. We're just done. I swear
You know what, they should raise awareness about the Kisan movement, and I hope it does get solved, this thing,
Come
because
to a
it is really
conclusion.
bad. I mean,
It
they're
does
also
need a
giving out loads and
conclusion.
stuff like that, man. Yeah.
I know the tractors, people committing suicide, man. Like I've heard stories of people committing suicide because of this. And look, farming is it's an essential agricultural part of everybody's lives. Yeah, we go back to ancient times. People settled their societies, their civilizations near rivers and farmed. Yeah, to make corn, maize, grain, flour, all these natural things that we need to survive.
Yeah.
Now, the farmers in India do that as well, for one of the biggest subcontinents in the world. And what is it, the second or third largest population in the world right now?
Yeah.
It's because of their agriculture, their hard work, that the rest of that country gets fed.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you're imposing taxes and bills on top of that, on that community that are feeding you. They say don't bite the hand that feeds you. They've chopped the fucking arm off.
No. It's fucked. Honestly, it's actually fucked, because you know what it is. I'm sure other like leaders do listen to the people sometimes. Probably not all of them, but especially this one. He's not listening at all. He's not communicating with them at all.
He don't care.
I mean, even on the Republic Day, was it Republic Day or something?
Republic Day, yeah.
He was just fucking sat there, like just fucking sat there like nothing's going on. There's a crisis going on about farming, and you're there just fucking sat there watching fucking big tanks going past. What's that gonna do?
Instead, he's sending out exactly. He's sending out his police forces and his armed forces to go and to go and beat these poor Kisans up. They're doing a peaceful protest. It's in their right. It's in their jurisdiction. They're allowed to do that.
Yeah.
And you're sending people to go out there and bloody shoot them up and stuff, and sending tanks down.
It's a madness, man. It's a madness.
What's a person to do if their livelihood's being taken away from them forcibly?
That's true. But some people,
if this happened in England, there'd be a fucking riot. They'd take down Downing Street if they did that.
I know, man. They would actually probably take Downing Street down.
They would. You think people sit here, or people would be sitting down? Think, you could take my livelihood away from me.
Can't do that.
There needs to be some awareness for it. There does.
Yeah, there does.
There needs to be a lot of awareness for it. There needs to be a lot of support sent that way. I'm a Pakistani Muslim, and I think that I think that even Pakistanis, to help them out, the Punjabis need to come together. They have come together quite a lot, but they need to help them. The reason I know they don't is because Modi is a bloody psycho. The guy's demented. He's twisted in the head. There's something wrong with him. I think he was dropped on his head as a kid.
I know.
If Pakistan try and help or even think about helping, they're going to start a war straight away. And there's another few million lives gone. There will be.
Yeah, I know. But he just, you know what it is? He's stretching the situation out to the extent where it's just getting so bad, where people are just going to literally just like either go for him instead, And that's probably not even the protesters. Probably other people going to do that. But
probably.
But you know what? We've talked about the Kisan movement, and I hope it does get a lot of awareness out there. But you know what? I don't want to make this podcast too serious, because I feel like we're being bare serious.
No, but but these things need to be talked.
Yeah, they do need to be talked about
as well. We need to have awareness about this, because it is affecting a lot of people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And in this day and age, like I said, we're going to bring up snippets of this, but in this day and age, it's cliche, but we do need to be a bit more considerate, a bit more caring towards each other. That's something that's needed. What's your uni studies? How are they going?
So
tell everyone what you're actually doing.
So we've just stopped. Not stopped. We've just finished our bachelor's, haven't we, Zaid? And now I'm doing my master's.
We are graduates.
Graduate bachelors.
Graduate bachelors.
Bachelor. This is the Desi Boyz. This is the Desi Boyz Podcast.
We speak Punjabi.
What fucking Desi are we? We don't fucking speak in Punjabi, bro.
किसानां दे बारे गल करदे आ पंजाबी भी नहीं बोली. No, we do Punjabi as well, bro. Jinnu Punjabi bhi aunदी है.
Sanu Punjabi bhi aunदी है, jidda marji. And you know what, guys, you should actually comment down below. Hopefully we do get a lot of people watching this. I actually do wish a lot of people do watch this, but I'll comment down below what you guys actually want us to talk about. You know, give us some, even if you got like probably topics, or probably even if you're thinking about something or you're going through something, give us a topic to talk about. Even if you want advice on something, you know, we'll give our best advice. You know, we've been through stuff in our lives, but we can also help you. You know what I mean?
Definitely. The least we could do is make you laugh, because we do have funny faces as well.
I know.
You know, Yash looks like a Punjabi version of Mr. Bean. And I've been told I look like Charlie Chaplin. I've been told I look like, once someone told me I look like Hitler.
You look like Wallace to me, you know, sometimes. You know Wallace?
Wallace. From Wallace and Gromit. Man, Wallace, yeah. Wallace. You know the funniest one is when, like, I've had this all my life. I'm sure you have. You never get, when you speak to someone, they'll never suspect what ethnicity you are.
Yeah, I know.
Like, nobody will say, I've never heard anybody say to you, "Oh, are you Indian?"
No, they've never ever said that to me, man. That's one thing. That's one thing that like always gets me, man. Because I know.
Exactly.
You know what? It's worked in so many ways though. That has, because like because the thing is, like, people do say, you know, because when it's Eid or Ramadan, right? They're like, oh, so you keeping your fast? I'll be on, like, just for like a joke, you know. Yeah, I'm keeping my fast, man. But like, even when Eid comes on, they're like, how was Eid? Yeah, it was really good, man. It was chilling, you know what I mean?
And I'm like, people never suspect me to be a Muslim or to be a Pakistani. Never in a million years.
Honestly, I didn't think that either.
You didn't think that either when you first met me. What did you think I was?
I thought you were Polish.
Literally,
I actually thought you were Polish, man.
I've brought, you don't understand. I've had every country I've been to on holiday, they think I'm a native of that country. I went to Egypt, the guy thought, loads of people thought I was Egyptian. I went to Turkey, they thought I was Turkish. I went to Morocco, they thought I was Moroccan. I went to Spain, they thought I was Spanish. And in England, so them countries that I visited, they think I'm a native of that country, yeah?
Yeah.
When I tell them I'm British, they still don't believe it. They're like, no, you're not British. And I was like, well, I am, but I'm Pakistani as well. Yeah. Oh, okay. But you don't look it. And here, no one. And I promise you, bro, everywhere I go, with a guy, girl, whatever they are, they'll never say to me, you're a Pakistani. Never.
I don't know what it is. I think it's probably your colour is really light, innit? You got really light colour.
I don't know what it is, bro, but I've had Spanish, French, Portuguese, Mexican, Italian,
Polish.
Serbian, Polish, Czechoslovakian, Slovakian, Russian, all sorts, man, all sorts. Like, literally every ethnicity in the book: Arab, Palestinian, Burmese, Yemenis, but then Kiki. Not one person said, "Oh, he's a Pakistani."
You know, you probably could play that to an advantage. Imagine if someone was swearing at you, saying, you know, you'd be like, "That's what
I do. That's what I do. You know what happens? You know, like, if I go into a predominantly Asian like place or predominantly Asian thingy, and I don't know anyone there, yeah, so they'll be, if they talk about me in our language, in Punjabi or Urdu, and they'll be saying, oh, you know, and this and that, they're like giving me looks and talking their language. I won't say anything. I'll speak like proper, gutter English, like proper, like posh as I can be. I'm not very posh anyway, but as posh as I can be. Then they'll be like, oh yeah, confirm, okay, British. Ingredia. And then at the end, when I'm leaving, I'll be like, Aji Padi, kya haal hai? They'll be like, huh? Like, kya haal hai? What's happening? Kya haal hai?
You know what was so weird? You're so weird. When I first time met you, right? We sat there on the tables, and I was talking to Sani, and then you started speaking a bit of like Punjabi, and I was thinking, okay, maybe he's one of them Polish that speak Punjabi or something, you know?
He's picked it up or somebody was cleaning.
Because I've seen a lot of people. I used to have a classmate in my degree, and he's Polish, but he used to speak a bit of like Punjabi as well. You know,
they pick you up.
I thought maybe just something like that, but it's weird because the thing is, you can't tell because you've got a dari, a black, especially black color as well. Like you look like a lot of different, you know, ethnicities.
Yeah, I've held that all my life though. Like even since I was a little kid, people didn't think that I was a Pakistani. My dad's friends, man, they used to see me when I was a little kid, and they said to my dad, "That's not your son. You picked him up from some street or something. He's not your son. You're lying to us. Your son's somewhere else." Like, no, he is. He genuinely is. They don't believe it, but you get accustomed to these things, once you're growing up in it.
Yeah,
it's nothing different. I'm used to it now. Everywhere I go, then people never expect me to be a Desi.
It's at least you got like a different, like people think you're different. Like when I'm in Bradford. Right, by the way, guys, we're from Bradford. Yeah, let's just put it out there. Bradford.
We got to rep Bradford, bro. You say Bradford like it's embarrassing. We're from
Bradford.
You know that.
But when I'm in Bradford, people always think I'm like Muslim.
I think that's just generally because
I think it's mostly populated in Bradford.
Populated by is Pakistanis and Muslims. But I think the thing is, like, realistically, we don't look different, do we? No, like Asian people in general from our diaspora, like Punjab especially.
Yeah,
they look the same. We are the same. Really, we are the same with the fucking same thing.
Yeah, that's true.
We actually are the same thing. It's the same shit. We actually are the same thing. So that's probably why people think that you're a Pakistani. But I don't think that. I mean,
I don't know. What do you think?
It'd be weird if someone walked up to you and said, "Oh, I think you're fucking African or something." then I'd be a bit shocked. I'd be like, "All right, there's something wrong with this guy."
Okay, you definitely chatting shit now.
Yeah, exactly. You're really talking that you're half now. But like, Pakistani, Indian, it's the same thing. Realistically,
it is the same thing. I mean, it is the same thing. But the thing is, when I go down to like Birmingham, like down south, did they know I'm Indian then?
Yeah, because there's Sardars and the Indians. There's a lot more in around the Midlands, isn't there? Birmingham, Leicester, around that area. Manchester, I think, for Pakistanis, I think Manchester and Bradford are probably the most populous.
Yeah.
Well, Bradford, we're famous for it, aren't we? We are. Everywhere you go, you're going to see what it was.
I think everybody knows Bradford, yeah. Everybody
exactly.
knows so much stuff that goes
everybody
on.
Knows. Yeah, exactly. We pop out their dustbins. We're everywhere, man.
But you know what it is? Like Bradford's actually not bad. It's not bad, Bradford. But the thing is, like, it's just some people that make it bad,
I think it's not a very...
The place is not bad
place.
The place is not bad.
It's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. Like, we have a good time. We enjoy it.
It is a bit dull. It is a bit dull sometimes because
it can be.
There's not really much here. I mean, the only thing, if you really want to come to Bradford, to visit the little towns in Bradford, but the thing is, like, what if you really want to come here, the most beautiful thing probably in Bradford is the sceneries, man.
Yeah, especially on the edge, like around Bradford, we've got the Yorkshire Moors, Keighley, Skipton, that side, and
so beautiful.
We have got really nice views. We do have very beautiful views. We're near the Yorkshire Dales as well, not too far from there. But I think the other thing is, obviously, it's quite famous now. Food. We're very good with our food. Like, you can come here and get whatever you want, and you'll really enjoy it because we do have a lot of really nice food places. Obviously,
to be honest with you, to be honest with you, Bradford is okay with food, but I think the best place is Birmingham.
For food.
Honestly, I'm not lying. You know why? The thing is, like, Bradford, yeah, it's okay, but the thing is, what is mostly in Bradford? If you think about it, it's all Indian food or like takeaways or just like.
Oh, but we've got fancy restaurants. We've got nice steakhouses.
Yeah, Akbar's, but it's still like an Indian cuisine, isn't it? It's not really like different.
No, but so Manchester's Birmingham's the same. Well,
no, Birmingham. The thing is, in Birmingham, there's a lot of variety, because the thing is, like, even if you go to like a normal, if you go to like a normal, like, takeaway, like, there's one takeaway, like, if my sister's watching this podcast, she'll know. She's from Birmingham. She's got married there, but there's a one called Seavers, right? And they look like a normal takeaway. They do like meat stuff there, but they do vegan stuff there, and that's actually like a very like. I found that very like unique. Like, wow, they do vegan things there, because I've never been to a takeaway and have vegan stuff.
I think that's more to do with the size of the place, because Birmingham, Bradford, there's a big size difference.
Yeah.
And in Bradford, I have not met many vegans, to be fair with you. I think mostly the most we get is vegetarians. But even in that sense, I think, I'm not just saying this because it's Bradford, is where we live. We're used to it. Every food place we've been to, we're used to this place. It's normal for us. It's not special. We go out of town, we've got money or We've got Manchester, London, or Birmingham. Well, London is a completely different kettle of fish in general. I think that's unbelievable. We'll get to that in a minute. But other places, you enjoy it more, excited because you've not been there. It's a new place, new city. You've travelled. So I think from outside, when people come to Bradford, it's new for them. The language is like our accents are very particular. Our style is very particular. You know, our way of living, our eating, food places are very particular. I'll tell you a little story. I used to work in a restaurant just quite a few years ago, and this family came down. I don't know if I've told you this. I think I might have told you this story, but this family came down from London, and the restaurant I worked in, they had like 2 floors, about 10 tables each.
Yeah.
Not even 10. I don't think it had 10 tables each. I think it had like 1, 2, 3, about 4 or 5 tables downstairs, 4 or 5 upstairs. So about 10 in total. And there was like 30 of them.
Yeah.
So I was the only waiter on that day, and I'm scratching my head thinking, how the heck am I going to fit 30 people on 10 tables?
Yeah.
So I've gone to the closet, I've ripped out all the chairs, put extra tables on, sat them all down.
Yeah.
So I fed them, had a good laugh with them, really nice people, brilliant family, speaking to them, everything. And this girl, she goes, oh, I really enjoy it here. And I go, is it different from London? Because up until that point, I'd never been. She goes, yeah, it's a lot different. It's a lot more close. And like, I just love the accent. Hey, you love the accent. People hate our accent. People hate the Bradford accent. And she was like, yeah, I love it. I want to have that accent. I'm confused out of my head. A Bradford accent, I'm confused out of my head. It's normal. It's a normal thing. People like our accents. I realised that.
Some people do, some people don't. I think everybody has opinions, really, but I really hate my accent.
I thought everybody hated the Bradford accent.
I hate it.
Like the generic Bradford accent. Like, that's weird, that.
I think what it is, it's not the Bradford accent, they want the Yorkshire accent. That's what they want.
Yeah, but realistically, I don't think the Yorkshire people are the Yorkshire accent anymore. I've not heard a proper Yorkshire accent since my days in school. A history class with Mr. First.
Well, if you think about it, this is the Yorkshire accent that we're speaking now.
It's not really.
It is. Well, okay, what's the Yorkshire accent?
It's more like an urban accent. The Yorkshire accent's like, you don't pronounce your T's in it. It's like,
Tetley.
Yeah, Tetley. How you doing, boy? All right. Fancy a cup of tea? Fancy a cup of tea?
Like, you fancy a fish and chips and that road and that, mate?
Yeah, that road, yeah. If you talk in Yorkshire accent, like, you fancy going down to Chippy?
We can actually put it on, though. We can actually put it on.
But the thing is, we can put it on. We're used to it.
It is a Yorkshire accent if you think about it. Your Yorkshire accent is Yorkshire and Bradford is in the same. Like it's just your Bradford's like a town, but Yorkshire's the massive thing, isn't it? Like it's the massive.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
Yeah, obviously that's what I'm trying to say to you, but
you know what it is. I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
So you got London, then you got people who speak in the proper Southern accent. But then within London, you've got your Cockneys, you've got your like urban accents, what we be hearing on like the music and stuff. In Bradford, it's the same. So you got Yorkshire, you got your proper hardcore Yorkshire lads who'll speak in the proper hardcore Yorkshire accent. We speak like this.
Yeah.
And then you'll have our like urban sort of mix in it, and then you'll have the sort of posh twinges here and there. I think it's just a generic thing that with all accents they evolve. But if someone says they want a proper hardcore urban Bradford accent, like our Desi Bradford accent, that's just weird hearing that. You think, hey, nobody wants that, man. Even we don't want that. We don't want it. Yeah.
The thing is, like just like we just said, London accent, right? London, there's so many different accents there, though, like types of accent. So it's just like you would call it a Yorkshire. You wouldn't really call it a Bradford accent, I think.
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right there. The first time I went to London and I sat in a black cab, and the driver says in a pure, proper, like Cockney accent, you're right, lads, I can't do it, but you're right, lads, where you off to? And I was like, I felt like I was in like a movie or something.
Was it like this? You're right, lads, where you going to?
No, that's like posh. He was like proper, like Mickey Flanagan, like proper,
like a proper.
You're right, lads. You're right, lads.
You're right, lads. You're right, lads.
You're right, lads. Yeah. You're right, lads. Where you off to? Oh yeah, Lambeth is just up the road, mate. I was like, I'm sat in the blind. I'm looking at our friend. I'll have to drop some names. Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron. Yeah.
Me and Aaron are sat there. I'm looking at Aaron. He's just looking at me like, Why are you looking so shocked? I'm thinking to myself, bro, I'm in a movie. I'm in EastEnders or something.
It's actually nice to hear, right? I feel like it's a nice accent.
It's so cool.
It's a nice
it's cool. It is cool. It's a proper cool accent. Are you going out? Are you going out? Yeah, I'm going out. I'm going out.
I think what it is, right? I think what it is that, you know, like, because we're so used to our accents. When we hear a different accent, it's like so interesting. Like, you know what I really find interesting is either London accents or Canadian accents, American accents. I like them accents for some reason. I don't know why. It's so interesting the way they speak.
And there's certain American ones that are not too bad, like the New York style. I don't mind that 'cause it's a bit rough. I think that's quite cool. But like, I don't like the Texas, like South American accent.
Oh, that's a bit too hard, bro.
That's a bit too hardcore.
I don't know how they speak. I don't know how they speak. I don't know how to even put that on.
I don't think I can. I don't think.
You're going down to the shack, man.
You sound like a fucking gay cowboy.
You're going to the shack, man. I'm going down to the old Bill pub and that. Well, that's just going back to London again.
That was like a London. You come back to London, mate. It's like, howdy, partner. Like, all that sort of shit. Like, shut up. I like the Geordie accent. I used to work with a girl who was a Geordie girl.
How does Geordie speak? I don't think I've ever heard one.
Geordie's like, have you never watched Geordie Shore?
No.
That was quite a popular TV show. How does Geordie speak? I can't do the accent, but it's quite, I do like that accent. It sounds really like, it's one of them like friendly, nurturing sort of accents. But the two accents I cannot stand, and you know this. Brummie accent. That winds me up so much.
You know what is Brummie accent? They're not that bad, but I don't know, they feel like they're
not that bad.
Bradford. They feel like I feel like the Bradford, mix of Bradford and a mix of Birmingham put together, slapped together, and then it's like, I don't know how to do the accent. It
doesn't even sound like an accent. It sounds like they've got constipation.
The car moves, bro. Or the car moves, bro. Something like that. Like
the car moves, bro. And they're like, day. It's over day. What's day?
Or
what's
like day? They always
isn't a word.
Yeah, they always say like something like you know, yeah. After every sentence, you know.
Yeah, but we say yeah or yes. They say yeah. What's yeah? Where's that?
Let's not roast the people from Birmingham, because it could be some Birmingham watchers. You know, we don't want no haters.
I don't give a shit. I hate your accent. If there's any Brummies watching, mate, you guys don't know how to speak English. You either pick a side, pick the north, or pick the south.
Listen,
Midlands right in the middle.
You're gonna get.
I don't care. What trouble? What trouble?
People gonna start putting hate comments underneath and be like, you know, flipping out. What do you think you are?
Listen, we're just voicing our opinion. If you don't like it, don't listen.
That's true. End of the day, guys.
That's the thing. That's one thing. That's another thing. Listen, people are too sensitive nowadays. Yeah, they get offended over the smallest thing. If you don't like it, don't watch it. If you like it, if you're here for a laugh, then you know we're here to entertain you.
Thing is, everybody has their own opinions, and at the end of the day, if we do offend you guys, we do apologize. But we're just we're just voicing our opinion. You know, like
I wouldn't put it that way. I know
how you're gonna put it. I know how
I put it exactly. You know exactly what I'd say.
I know how you don't
like it. Fucking spit. If you don't like it, fucking spit on it.
I know how you're.
Oh, by the way, this is coming out raw, live, and unleashed. There's not gonna be no editing. Yeah, whatever comes out of you is gonna go straight on there. Both from me and you.
That's why I'm gonna tell you that now, back a little bit, you know.
Yeah, no. No holding back now, mate. No holding back.
No, honestly, we're not trying to offend anyone. Like we're just here to have a chat, bro. We're just here to, you know, enjoy Corona time, you know.
Let me entertain you. Oh, cracking.
Okay, now. Honestly, it's accents is probably. To be honest, what accent would you ever want to be if you could pick an accent, if you could change it, what would you be?
If I could change my accent, I'd either go Cockney, because I do like a nice Cockney accent, Geordie, or like, yeah, probably them two. I think them two are my favourites. They sound the most like this. They sound really like nurturing. They sound nice. Like they don't sound harsh. To me personally, but other than that, I don't know.
I like
I'm not sure.
I like the London accents. You know the you know them accents, them posh accents, them posh ones. I like them. I don't know why. I just like them for some reason.
You know me, I'm not really a fan of posh things. I never have been.
I love posh.
You know,
I don't know why.
Yeah, but you're a.
You say it. Go on, say what you're gonna say, bro.
I'm not gonna. I ain't gonna. Not the first one.
What are you gonna say, bro? Are you picking beef from the first episode?
Not yet. Gradually, fifth or sixth one. That's when I start swearing at you. Not yet. We leave it off for now. So I just remembered you said my sister's from Birmingham and she might be watching.
Oh no, but she's from Bradford. Birmingham. She's from Bradford anyway.
But she lives in Birmingham, innit? She's an honorary Brummie, and I've just shot all over Birmingham. I've got family living there. If they see it, they can be like, "What the fuck is he on about?"
in the Birmingham accents as well.
Yeah, oh my god, I'm gonna get hate calls from them.
I bet my sister
probably. What do you think you're talking about?
I bet my sister already probably hates you.
He probably does.
Nah, you know what? I think she'll probably agree with us as well. To be honest, like Birmingham accent's not the best accent, but it's okay. It's all right.
I've never really liked. I always found it weird because I was like, it was never here or there.
It is hard to understand it. Like sometimes when I am speaking to someone, it is hard to understand what they're saying because it's not really clear to me. But yeah, I think they speak really fast as well. Do you not think?
Oh, well, I haven't had interaction with a Brummie for a long time. Thank God.
Not like they're fucking dirty or something, bro.
No, there's something about Birmingham, especially. I don't know. It's just me, but I've been going there for not recently, but I went there for a long time because I've got family living there.
Yeah.
I always found something odd about it. Like I always found it weird, and this is coming from a guy who lives in the deepest, darkest part of Bradford. Like I grew up, born and raised in one of the, roughest areas in Bradford, the red light district. So, and even I found it weird when I used to go there. It's like, this place just got odd vibe to it. It's just something about it. Like, you'd be going down Stratford Road and my man stood there with a jalebi cart. Like a cart with a jalebi and an umbrella on top of it.
You know what it is? I like that about Birmingham. It's got a bit of like kind of bin vibe to it. You know some of it.
You know me, buddy. I love the pind. I love my pind. I love the pind vibe. I'm a Desi full breaded. I'm as Desi as they come. But that was just, it looked odd because the guy who's rolling it, like he don't look Desi. Yeah, and he's got he's making jalebi, but why have you got an umbrella on top of
it? So then nothing goes into it, bro.
It was the summer.
Yeah,
it was July. It's 30 degrees. It's July. It's boiling hot. My mum's got a bloody umbrella on top of it. I just thought, what the hell, and things like that. And I could smell like greasy pakode and stuff. And I'm thinking, this doesn't seem right, man. There's something wrong here.
Maybe he's trying to get some shade about the place. He's getting some shade.
He's giving the jalebi shade more like.
You know what? Birmingham has actually got some nice places as well, to visit. Like it's got nice places to see, like other than the accents, right? I know you don't like the accents, but it's nice. It's all right place to go. It's a fun place to go. Like when you go to the town center, like when I went, because my sister takes me all the time because she knows a lot of places. But Birmingham, I want to see it. Like I want to see the whole of Birmingham. Yeah, I want to see what there is that they offers.
Yeah, it is massive. I'll give them that. It's huge. But I think next time I'll have to go with you so you can show me around because I've not really seen much of Birmingham.
You know what it is? I think
I've gone there quite a few times.
I think we need to plan a trip with the boys.
Yeah, we've got a lot of things to plan. Hopefully when things go back to normal. Because there's that holiday we've got coming up. Hopefully we're going to get that sorted. And then there's certain trips that we have to do in England as well. Yeah, but I just want to stay in the country. My thing is like, again, just go to London. I'd love London. I just think it's brilliant.
Yeah, that's true.
I just loved it. I didn't think I would when I first went because it was like I thought of it. I looked at it. I thought, whoa, it's a fast city. Like everything's going 100 miles an hour. Yeah. It's busy. It's populated. It's proper different, and so many different parts to it.
Yeah, actually, London is quite a really nice place. It's so big. There's so many things to see there.
Oh yeah, It's huge, and it's so like diverse, and it's like I loved it, man.
It's a beautiful place to go visit, and it is going to be a beautiful place. I mean, it's the capital, but
it's the capital, yeah.
But the thing is, the only thing I hate about it is it's so expensive, bro.
Well, it's the capital, isn't it? It's gonna be, but
it's not like reasonable. You know what I mean?
it isn't. But
you gotta pay to go to the toilet.
I don't know. Yeah, that one I never really understood. But I think that's one of the beauties of London. Like, you go there loaded and you come back broke as shit. Yeah. You go there loaded, you stay there for like 3-4 days, and you come back with that penny to your name, and you think, whoa. But then you think, you know what? I had a good time, man. I had a really good time.
It leaves you with experience. Let's say that.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Definitely. And it's awesome. I really enjoyed London. Every time I've been there, I've had so much fun. Even I've only been I've been twice. I stayed once for 2 days. I went with uni to I went to see the Supreme Courts, and we had like a day to ourselves. We just went out, me and the lads. It was really good fun. And then the second time I went to a boxing fight, and we stayed there for about 3 days, and it was everything. I just loved it. Everything about the place. And even though at times I got scared, like, it's a big place, London.
It is a big.
You don't know where you can get lost.
If you get lost in London, I don't think you'd even make it. Even find the people you're with probably the next month.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that's
it's huge, and it's fucking. It can get scared. Not scary in the sense where like you're proper scared, but it's like it's a bit. You get a bit nervous. You think, whoa, this is different. That riding the tubes and things like that. Because in Bradford, we don't have that. We take a train to go to another city.
Yeah.
And there you're on the tube going around from different area to different area, and you know, it's all different. But then when you hit the center and you go like Trafalgar Square or near them ends,
yeah.
Oh my God! And you see the lights and the big skyscrapers and everything. You think, whoa!
I know it is beautiful,
next level.
Like, when you see that stuff, but I bet people from London that probably didn't even like.
They hate it. They can't stand it. They want to get away from that side.
Yeah, they want to go away from that side. But I was talking to one of my teachers.
That's for tourists, isn't it?
I was talking to my teachers actually. She was from London, and I was like, you know, what do you actually prefer? Do you prefer Yorkshire? Do you prefer London? She's like, I do prefer London because my life was a lot more better there. And she was to be honest, she was saying totally different things. Like she was saying that, you know, people here are not as kind as in London, but yeah, people are kind in London, but some probably you might find, but not all though. I mean, when you go there, the things I hate about it is when people start shoving into you, man. You know, when they start like bashing into you and stuff like that.
I've not been there as many times as you have, and I've only been in certain places like touristy places, so it's a bit different.
Yeah.
And I've always been in a big group. Like whenever I've been, there's been a load of us going. I think the last trip there was about 150 of us.
Yeah.
I mean, my group over there was 15 or 20 of us. We took 3 cars. So I've never experienced that bit, but I think Yorkshire more. I think up north is more friendly. I think we're a bit more polite and we're a bit more caring.
It is polite up here. It's just that you get knobs fucking everywhere, don't you? Really.
That's normal. That's normal, isn't it? But here, like we have traditions that we have northern traditions. I think, whereas southern people, I don't think they really have as stronger traditions. We have like it's a stupid thing to say, but like if we're walking through a room, we'll leave the door open for the guy behind us, so we hold the door.
Yeah. People there is just like I haven't got time for that shit. They just you know what I mean? But I feel like it's not that kind down there because people are always like moving, and you know you don't really have time to just stop.
Yeah.
You know, here people it's peaceful kind of thing over here. Where I
think it's more like we have our tradition. Like I said, it's more polite. Like leave the door open or say good morning, good afternoon, or like manners, please and thank you. So a lot of people don't do that. That's something I didn't realize when I went there. And I was like, whoa, this is a bit weird.
Yeah,
I hear we always say, "Oh, please, can I have this?" or "Thank you very much." Or they don't. They're like, "Oh, can I have that?" Or "Give me that."
Yeah,
I'll take that.
That's it. Yeah.
We're not used to it. Please, may I have?
Yes, the manners thing, really. The manners are totally different to ours. I think
different.
But I'm not saying that as a general thing.
Could be wrong.
There must be some polite people.
It could be wrong.
People. Yeah, no, it's probably just our experiences. That's probably what it is. But yeah, I mean, how long have we got for this podcast now? The thing is, I didn't start the timer, when we started talking. So what happened was that I started it probably like 20 minutes in, So my clock says right now I've got 27 minutes left.
We started an hour ago.
Have you got time
and 10 minutes? No, but I've looked because we started at about 7 o'clock, didn't we?
I think we did. I don't know, but it's
Yeah,
okay. We'll take it up to like, we'll take it up to 8:30. Yeah.
If that's all right with you.
No, I'm fine.
Yeah, fine
I mean, we can. You know, the thing is, guys, if you know me and Zayn, we can talk for England. We can.
Yeah.
Our phone calls probably last about 4
probably
hours, 5 hours.
Most of the time, yeah, but they probably should never let me and Yash talk for England. Never. You think the country is bad now? You think the country is bad now? You put me and him in power. Bro, you'll never see England again. Fucking wipe the bastard off the map.
No, I think if you were running the country, I think we'd do a good job, you know. Think about it.
No. You might. I think you might. I'm not good with responsibility.
Why?
But do you know what I'm like?
You're all right, man. The thing is, yeah, there might be some stuff that you might not like, but
I'm too spontaneous, innit? Like, I'll just leave the country and just go on holiday for a bit.
Where's the fucking leader gone? Oh, it's like Spain.
Yeah, he's like Spain. He's chilling out. He's got a mocktail. He's sun lounging. He doesn't give a shit.
But you know what? Yeah, you know what? One thing I've seen about the UK in general, right? I feel like it's quite dull.
No, well, in the winter it is, yeah.
No, I feel like all the time though, like, yeah, you might go to countryside and you might see the countryside and it's nice and sunny, but it's not as nice when you go to a different country. Obviously, it's new to us, but like, it's just totally different. Like, I remember when I went to Spain, man, with family, it was so nice. So nice, man.
I think it's because probably because we're used to this country, innit? There's no that can really excite you.
But even people that come out from outside, you know, like I've heard, like I watch, you know, some vloggers, and they have said that UK is a bit dull, and it is kind of because of the old buildings and stuff. But that's like people that are like history and stuff like that. But you like history, so you'd be like, wow, where's that building?
Oh wow!
If it was me, I'd be like, what the fuck that, bro? Where's the fucking, you know, where's the fucking things? Where's some other attractions, you know, like fucking.
I know what attractions you want.
What are you trying to say, mate?
The Great Pyramids. No, I love like architecture and old things, so I quite enjoy it. But
no, architecture, you know what, architecture is nice, but you know when the buildings are like looking nice,
ancient architecture.
Yeah, that's nice. See, that's nice.
Yeah.
But fucking the buildings that we've got in fucking UK, bro, they fucking got like half fucking bitty on them, bro. You know, they're fucking covered in bitty and shit like that. You know, what's the architecture about that?
I think it might just be us. We've not really probably not seen that much because England does have a lot of history. You know, it's a very old country, but the vibe, it's not. I don't know about dull, but there is definitely a different atmosphere when you go abroad. When you're the foreigner.
It's the weather as well, isn't it?
The weather, yeah. We're used to long winters and like shitty weather all the time, and then we have like summer, which is it's all right for a bit, and then just goes back to normal. So it's not special for us.
Yeah.
That's why it probably seems a bit dull. But when you're on holiday, that's just a different vibe altogether, isn't it?
Oh, honestly,
that's just a different vibe altogether.
I'm not been on holiday with Zayn or any of the boys, but I'd love to do it.
This hopefully once everything gets sorted, we're definitely gonna hit up a really good joint and go on a nice holiday. Like go on a really, really good one. I've been fortunate enough. I've been to quite a few places, and it's always a good vibe. You always have a good time.
Yeah.
And I'm a bit of a adrenaline junkie, so you're actually going to be doing quite a lot of crazy things when you're on holiday.
I like that. I like doing like, you know, like adventurous stuff, you know, like the way you told me about all your experiences, which you will tell the viewers about, you know, we're going to take them out the whole day. But you go a bit too extreme, like you fucking jumping into like a fucking waterfall. Fuck that, mate. No.
I jumped from a waterfall, like there's a waterfall on one side, then like a cliff, and then it was going into the dam, and it was the second biggest dam in Turkey.
A dam as well. A fucking dam. Are you mad?
Yeah.
A dam.
That was a bit. You know what it was? That was peer pressure.
Bro, I'm looking at a dam. It looks so scary, man. I'm the only probably dam I've ever seen is on Top Gear when they were showing it. When they fucking slept in the car one episode and
it wasn't as big as that. It wasn't as big as that. The drop wasn't as big as that. Nowhere near as big as that. But the size of the dam, like how long it went for.
Right.
So like it started in Manavgat and it went all the way down to like another place. And it was huge. Like it went down to another city basically. It was massive. And we stopped at one point in it. And the tour guides that we were with, we were on like a Jeep safari.
Right.
So the tour guys, two of them, they've gone to the cliff and they're talking. They're like, "Oh, this is the second biggest dam in Turkey, and it goes into this, and it was beautiful, like pure green water, gorgeous beyond belief. You could green, not blue, like turquoise green.
It's not supposed to be dirty.
No, it was clean. It's natural. It's a natural water reserve.
Oh.
It was beautiful. It was green though because that place is the lake. Manavgat Lake and Manavgat waterfalls. That waterfalls comes from the ocean into the lake, into the dam. So that's blue water goes like green and then it goes. I think I'll show you some pictures.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable and it's gorgeous and it's like mountains around here, huge mountains with like cliffs and like trees, and you can't hear anything. You can't hear nothing but the Jeep's revs. So these two tall guys are stood on the edge and they're talking, "Oh, this is this, blah, 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 blah." And I'm sat there, sunburnt, my shoulders are gone, and we're having water fights on the Jeeps.
Yeah.
So I'm soaking wet anyway, and I'm just trying to dry off, and I'm sat there. And then all I hear is, I thought, hey, I looked at them and they've jumped in. I thought, what the hell? And then this guy comes, like, into the Jeep in front of us, one of the tall guys, and he grabs this girl,
right,
picks her up, goes to the edge and just flings her in. I'm like, what the heck is going on here? And he goes, right, a girl has gone in. Now one of the lads needs to go in. Now all the lads there, old, young, mid, like whatever, none of them are stepping up. Everyone's quiet. Thinking, yeah, what the hell? And the guy comes on the edge of mine on the Jeep and he goes, you, come on. He's tugging my shirt like that. Come on. I went, no, I don't want to do it. No. He goes, no, come on. Nobody else is going to. You do it. You look like you're brave. You can do it.
Yeah.
I was like, don't play that card with me. Please don't play that card with me. I'm not going to do it. So, all right, fine. So he's jumped off. He's come back now. No one's doing it now. Or none of the lads. I'm thinking, shit, man. No one's doing it. No one's fucking, what's going on here? So, jumped out of the Jeep, took my shirt off, and went up to the edge and go, come on, I'll do it then. So he goes, right, go, just jump straight in. So I've just closed my eyes, looked up, all right, let's do it. Jumped straight in. I've never felt so cold in my life.
Really?
I went in, I swear to God, I got a shock and I thought, I'm not coming back out now. Because I thought it was like a bit deep, but I'll be able to like get back up and be fine. I went down, it didn't stop. I didn't stop going down. I thought, what's going on?
What's going on?
What's going on? Why is that? I'm not going up.
Yeah.
I'm struggling to get up. I've got up to the surface and my hands come out like this and like pushing myself out, pushed out, and then I swam to the edge and I'm sat on the like, I thought it was like a beach, but it was just like pebbles. So I've gone like that, bang, and they've gone right on my ass. I'm fucking killing me. I'm thinking, oh, that hurts. I'm cold and shivering and the sun's hitting me. I'm thinking, oh. Then I have to climb all the way back up to the top. It was so funny. My mate made the video. In the video, guess what he's saying?
What?
He's made, ha, is he drowning?
What the fuck?
I thought, what a bastard.
He's
not even care that he's what's happening to him? Is he drowning? Yeah, that's funny.
Fucking hell. If you're drowning, man,
crazy though, man.
You'll be getting fucking, I'd be getting fucking thinking that shit. Is he alright? Like, fucking
drag him out. Drag him out. And
so then, how did you get back to the top then? How did was it not hard because you hit your fucking ass on the rock and that, didn't you?
Well, what happened was there was like a path to go back up from the side. So I just got up and like went like that and just like waddled my way to the top. My ass was hurting, man. I had to put some cushions on the seats, like on the back of the Jeep, because they were proper killing me. And I looked back down and these mans are swimming in it. They didn't care. They were like loving it. But like that's their job. They would do it on a daily basis.
Yeah, but that's
actually gorgeous.
I couldn't do that though. You know, like I wonder how deep that water was, but you know, like
very
deep water, bro. Deep water. I'm shit scared of deep water.
Well, they say if it's the deeper it is, the more there's like force coming up, so you could just float on top of it. You know, if you just put
But
your
the
head
thing
back.
is, I've had like I remember like as a kid when I was in primary. I don't know I forgot what the place was called. Some fucking bananas or something like that. Fuck knows what it was called. But you know when we used to go to them places, we used to go to them like lakes and used to have the banana boats there and stuff like that.
Yeah.
As a kid. And I remember going and there was we went into this boat and they were like, okay, so they've got like you know us on each side, so they've got like fucking like 5 of us on each side, right?
Yeah.
And so 5 there, and like they're like, okay, whoever can push the boat to their direction, they win, right? So we were trying, and then after that, what they had is like they put like a paddle, like not a paddle, what's them fucking float things, right? They attached it to the boat string and they said, okay, who wants to get in the water? Yeah, and we'll drag you, you know, with the boat.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to go in because I thought, fuck that, man, this fucking water, man, deep water shit. And like the middle of the fucking lake as well. And this lake looked fucking massive. It was like massive, it looked fucking deep, right? And I thought, fuck that. And this goodie kept saying, "Oh Yash, you come on, come." I said, no, I don't want to go. And then the guy that was there, he's like, yeah, come on, you're getting in. He made me get up and get in. I was thinking, I don't want to go, man. You know what I mean? And then I thought, fucking hell, I have to hold on to this thing as tight as possible, yeah. Because I had a float on anyway, but I was like really shit scared because like at the time I don't think I knew how to swim. But
no, if the swimming is an essential thing, it's good to learn it. I was quite lucky. I was pretty good at swimming. I learned it when I was young. Because when I was like 3, 4, my uncle used to take me to Richard Dunn's.
Yeah.
So I learned there, and then in school I learned and got badges and all sorts. But the worst experience I've had in water was I was in Egypt in Sharm el Sheikh on a boat trip, and we were doing like snorkeling.
Yeah.
And so we did 2 like stops. So I jumped in both times, loved it. The most beautiful water and the most beautiful coral reef I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Still to this day, it's unreal how nice it is. So the third stop, we're like swimming around the boat, and like you got your head in it. So you like your pipes out here, you got your head in looking at the fish and all the coral. It's amazing.
You love that, don't you?
And I love it. I love stuff like that. But I was swimming and looking around, and I didn't realize the waves had pushed me, like, so the boat was here, the waves had pushed me all the way down there. And I didn't realize because I had my head in the water.
Yeah.
I've had my head in the water, these waves just carried me over because it's the sea.
Yeah.
So I stuck my head out and looked, and the boat's like at least a mile away. At least
a mile away.
Yeah. I was about 16 years old. I looked up, I thought, oh crap, this isn't good. I looked, and I could see these 2 big shadows, and I thought, hey, what the hell is this? I'm swimming backwards, and I looked up, and I'm in between these 2 massive like rocks. Like these big protruding rocks come up, and they're like that, and they're like shading me, and I thought, oh my God, where the hell am I?
Yeah.
So I started swimming. I've got my head down and just swimming. I'm looking down, and there's this stingray there like that. It's going like this.
Okay.
And it was probably, I don't know how to explain how big it was, but it was like a good sized stingray.
Right.
And the tail, it was so big, yes, I don't think I saw the end of it. It was that big. I'm not even exaggerating. It was huge.
Yeah.
I thought, oh my God. And stingrays are really dangerous. I keep swimming. I thought, oh my God, what if a shark comes? And because there's sharks, they're bull sharks. So what if I see a shark or something? What the hell? Keep swimming. Look down, there's 2 of them now, and they're both like, so I'm here and they're here, 2 of them go like this, and I'm swimming on top. I'm thinking, I've fucked it. I've fucked it, mate. One was bad enough. Now I've got 2 of them. Swimming. Luckily, they just went like that and like disappeared. I've got to the end. I've got to the boat, and everybody's panicking on the boat.
Yeah.
So I thought, oh, shit. So I got on top, and they're like, oh, where the hell did you go? Where the hell? I go, look, I don't know where I went. The waves just took me. I didn't realize. I took my mouthpiece out, like the snorkel, and because the water is the second most saltiest water on the earth.
Yeah.
My lips were like this.
Fucking
So I had that on, so I'm good at that anyway. And the salt just ripped all the moisture out my mouth. And all I could taste is salt, but I'm like this. And then the guy's got like a shower and he's showering me down with like this special water for something to get all the salt off my body, because it was like I was thinking up and I was burnt to a crisp. My whole back was fucked because I had my head in the water.
Right.
That's the worst experience I've had with water, man. It was terrifying. And like halfway through, I had these big flippers on. So halfway through, I'm getting cramp. I'm swimming, I'm getting cramp, and I'm stopping, and I've got asthma as well, so I'm sat there like, oh, this is not good. Then wait for another 2 minutes, then swim again, then stop, then swim again, and it felt like I wasn't going to make it. I swear to God.
That's mad. That is really
terrifying.
That's not being in the water. I don't know how you love it, but I can't do that. Like I can go to a fucking swimming pool, yeah, that's fine for me. But going to like a fucking sea and doing that, like I didn't finish the fucking story, but you started telling me. But fucking,
Sorry.
It's all right, bro. Fucking, yeah, I was holding on to the board thing, right? And then there's two girls next to me, and I was just me, right? Because they said, "Oh, I want a boy getting in." So like, I'm there on fucking edge, right? And fucking, they're like messing around, like slapping. I started shouting, "Can you stop messing around? Can you stop messing?" And what happened is that the girl next to me, on purpose, she pushed the fucking float out of my hands, and she let go as well. And the boat's gone, and I'm just fucking there, like fucking flopping around, like fucking hell, save me, bro, fucking around. And then the girl, like, she's like, stop flopping around first. You're not like, just look, stop. You've got a float on.
Fancy you, that's why she did it. Probably to let him drown, I'll save him, and then he might be nice to me. He might give me a little CPR present or something.
No. The thing is, yeah, I was actually a good kid, man, in school, man. I was very nice to everyone.
I had my moments.
On the other hand, you are a little devil.
No, I wasn't. I was, the problem was everyone thought I was cheeky.
Yeah.
They all thought I was really cheeky because I used to like say and do funny things. But school was a good time, man. I was a good student. Like, I always did my work and stuff. I always tried hard because I just enjoyed it. Yeah. But when I lost my temper, I was in primary school. They put me in anger management class. Can you believe that? I was only like 7, 8 years old, and they put me in anger management. They're like, "Your temper's too bad. There's something wrong with you." But now I always got away, man.
Just to tell the viewers though, like, Zayn here has a very like loose screw. Let's just say, like he don't get pissed off. You don't get pissed off like out of the nowhere. But if someone's like not right, then he's just gonna blow like he's a ticking time bomb. But hopefully with this podcast it helps him a little bit more, to calm.
Yeah, this is therapy for me as well, because apparently I'm due a volcano eruption anytime. According to my best friends.
No, but you're all right. I think you're all right. You're a lot better than before.
I'm a lot better than before. I think I'm just not very good at, what it's like. I'm just not very good at holding things in. Like, if something's not right,
why didn't you say it?
I'll just say it, and I can't keep it in. And if something gets me going, I can't stop myself.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I just have that issue. If I keep it in, I'll probably end up getting poorly or something. I just have to let it get out. Once it's out my system, then it's out my system.
There's probably a lot of people like that as well.
Like, Yas is really patient. You're proper chilled out, always calm. But you've got that sort of thing.
I used to have that a lot in me as well, like blasting, like just blasting out of nowhere. But I don't know. It's, my thing's totally different because I've actually talked to myself in my mind. But you're more like verbal, aren't you? Like, you just say it what you're thinking as well.
I can't keep it in. If I talk, for example, you have an issue or someone's pissed you off, if I talk to myself about it, as like some people do, I'd drive myself crazy. So I have to get it out. Once it's out of my system and it's out, that's it, it's done. I can't take it back now. It's out. Whether it's right or wrong, it's out. Yeah. If I make a mistake, I'm human, I make a mistake, right? Okay, fine. If I've done something right, then it's just out there. I can't keep it in. But yeah, man.
Well, hopefully this podcast can help you with that, man.
Hopefully, but I think this is more to help other people. This is the project that we started with.
But even if it's to help other people, it's to help you as well. It's to help us as well. Actually, if you think about it,
it is.
Because
definitely is.
Because you have them days where you're a bit stressed out. You can tell people on the podcast about it, tell me about it. It's just like talking to each other, isn't it? Really, what it is. But
it's a collective thing. It's definitely a collective thing.
Yeah, but we only have a minute left, So do we want to?
I think we've run out. Yeah, I think we might have to. We've run out of time, and then hopefully the next one should be coming soon as well.
Yeah, episode 2 should be next week. But the thing is, guys, this is just going to be like a full-on Raw, so there's not going to be any edits to it. Probably we'll have an intro, like a nice little, like a Punjabi kind of style, Desi Boyz type style, intro. But don't remember. And don't forget to don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We're new to YouTube, me and Zain, so if we do make mistakes, do forgive us. And if you are offended about anything we say, forgive us on that as well. Because I know that you probably didn't see that, Zain, because you didn't make no noise, but yeah, we apologize if we have offended anyone. And guys, we'll catch you in the next one. And Zain, you want to say your byes, man?
Peace out. Hopefully we'll see you soon. We've got a lot more topics to talk about. Drop your comments, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Let us know what you think. Peace out.
Astereo. And और की कहना पंजाबी में
Astereo te jinde रहो.
बस ठीक है. All right, man. See ya.
Peace.